Hello everybody, it is Yami Fujita, and we are back with Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, Trigger Happy Havoc. You just try saying that 5 times fast. Alright, so I finally found out, after already playing this game 5 different times, streaming it 5 different times, that the game audio is no way too loud. You guys can hardly hear me, but you can hear the game audio so clearly, so I turned the BGM on in the game down. I turned that BGM down so that, that's not so loud for you guys. And instead of yesterday, Koga already turned our microphone up. We shouldn't have to do anything to my game system capture volume. That should be fine where it's at. Like Google was talking about, like it just feels like an illusion because through these headphones, everything sounds quiet. Unless I blast the volume on the interface I have here. Alright, so yeah, I just turned my headphones up a little bit more. So, the last time we played this, the last time I streamed this, it was the very first class trial. There are 5 class trials in this game in total. And then in the last episode of this game, I completed the first one and now have a complete idea of how stressful and how long these trials are. I really need to do a significantly better job of paying attention to all the key details. Whenever we run into a situation and it's time to investigate, I need to check every last detail and pay close attention to everything. And especially whenever things are added to the Truth Bullets page, I need to be checking that frequently. I need to be looking at the Regulations tab every now and then to remind myself of the rules. And I need to be checking the Truth Bullets page frequently, so that nothing is new to me. I have all the information and I am ready to rock and roll for the next class trial, but it's just the thing with the class trial is that the stuff that you have to do in the class trial, some of these games you have to play to advance the story are just insanely difficult. And I really do not want to fail and end up restarting the entire trial, because these trials are long. But we will continue on from where we left off. I don't know if this stream will be anywhere near as long as the last stream was. That last stream went much longer than I thought it was going to be. It ended up going over 3 hours into very late times for me. Unfortunately, because of the time that I'm streaming, I can't stream for, I can't really stream for that many hours. A few hours is like the absolute max that I can go for right now, because unless it's a Saturday, because that's not a work night. But yeah, all the other days that I stream. But that's also why I'm trying to stream every now and then, stream on a Sunday, so that I can stream for longer hours if I want to. But as Koga mentioned, and we're gonna make this into a video for our YouTube Shorts and TikToks, it's almost October, and you guys know what that means. October is Spooktober for this channel. Every year in October, that is Spooktober, the Spooktober series. Why does my phone keep saying that all these things are being added to the home screen? That is the Spooktober series on this channel, and this year, unlike last year, I have a lot more things planned, because last year, there was not a whole lot planned. Koga watched a few episodes of Dandadan, the first season. The best thing that he did during Spooktober was watch the new episodes of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That's the best thing that he did. That was a great idea. But other than that, there was not a whole lot planned. There was not a whole lot planned during that time last year. This year there is a lot more planned. So I'm not gonna spoil any of it, but just know that we have a list ready to go. Well, one of the things Koga already mentioned, actually, the Little Nightmares 3. That's gonna happen. But let's go ahead and load ourselves in. That's why it was quiet, it's because I was in the menu. Alright, so now the volume picked back up. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back. Oh, now it's... Okay, now we get to the menu for this game. Alright, BGM needs to be way down. So all the settings that I was changing in the title screen mean nothing here. Alright, sound effects, I'll turn that down. Voice volume, I'll keep it here. I'm very inclined to put the voice volume all the way up though, because it's... To me, the voice volume, even when I was watching it, the voices are just, they're very quiet. So, I'll leave it here. I'm gonna have to turn the game capture audio down some, because I still feel like where it's at might be a little too loud. But, I won't go too much further down. Alright, let's continue from where we left off. We had just finished the class trial. And, oh, I guess I should definitely mention this. Oh, we had just finished the class trial and we came to the conclusion that I was 100% right. Oh, before Sayaka finally passed on, she wrote out what everybody thought was a numbered code on the wall, but it wasn't. She had written the assailant's name flipped vertically and horizontally because of how she was writing it. She was writing it without looking. She was writing it from behind. She was just dragging her finger across the wall from behind. And she had spelt out the assailant's name flipped both ways, vertically and horizontally. It looked like numbers, but I knew right away that it wasn't numbers. There were chatters who were laughing when I was saying it, but I was 100% right. Leon is the suspect in the assassination of Sayaka. However, I was also right in saying that I refuse to trust anybody. I was 100% right. As sweet and innocent as Sayaka seemed, she was giving off some signs. Which is why I was saying I'm not gonna trust her 100%, and now we know that I was right to not trust her. It turns out that I'm not gonna say that she never cared about us, but at the same time, the most important thing to her was getting out of the school. And we all know from the regulations the only way out of the school was committing murder and getting away with it. The only way to graduate from this school was to be on that show, How to Get Away with Murder. She was studying from Viola Davis. And unfortunately she failed. Because her plan completely backfired. We found out that her plan was to murder somebody and frame us for it. She was going to frame Makoto for the murder. And she was gonna do that by asking Makoto to swap rooms with her. And then in the process of swapping rooms, also swap nameplates. So that when the death occurred in the room that Sayaka was in, people would frame Makoto. Her plan almost worked because people were accusing Makoto of the murder. It's just that for Sayaka, the murder did not, like I said, it did not go the way that she wanted it to at all. Leon ended up killing her in self-defense. So, her plan absolutely backfired. She lost her own life while trying to get out of the school. It's a shame that she had to be the first one to go, but after figuring out how everything went down, you feel a little less bad for Sayaka. Because after all the nice things that we had done and said to her, she was still going to frame us for a murder that we didn't commit. You know, it's just really, and it makes me... Okay, I'm sorry guys, the stream, like, my stream just keeps on, disconnecting and reconnecting. Like, I'm seriously, continuing to have, problems with internet. But yes, anyway, what I was saying was, it really made me, you know, like, relate to Makoto, and feel sorry for him. Because I swear, like, I am not exaggerating when I tell you this. All my childhood, I have dealt with people pretending to like me, and then seeing their true colors afterwards. Turn my fan on. But again, I don't want to say that Sayaka was just pretending to like Makoto. I truly do think that she did like him, but for whatever reason, she was going to frame Makoto for a murder he didn't commit. Like, I really don't understand why. Like, I really don't. But let's get into this. So, Makoto saying, I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing he can do now to ask her, what was she thinking in this. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. Okie dokie. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. Yeah, and you can thank those videos for that, because you know they had everything to do with that. Again, I really hope that this music is not too loud. It shouldn't be. Like, when I watch this next part, I really hope it's not too loud. What did you say? I understand, really I do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything! It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. Okay, he needs to calm down. But that's enough! As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise. If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did. Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment. Punishment? Yeah, man, you know it was coming. You mean execution? Just wait a second. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her. Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. Which again, he's not wrong for saying. Let me get some water. It's good that Streamlabs notifies me to unmute, you know, in case anybody forgets to. Okay. How exactly was it self-defense? Come on now, from that entire class trial that we had, you know very well that was self-defense. When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? Okay, well yes, it is also true that when Sayaka retreated into the bathroom because number one, Leon broke her wrist with that sword, with that fake sword. He had broken her wrist. And after that point, she retreated into the bathroom. He did not have to go in after her. Okay, one second, I need to figure out what's going on with my phone and adding shortcuts. Like, why is my phone just downloading all these apps? Just hang on a second, guys. Alright. My phone just keeps on getting notifications about adding apps to the home screen. It's like what are you doing? Alright, but yes, like we were saying. Once Sayaka retreated into the bathroom, I think I said this in last episode too, at that point I would have ran. I would have ran out of the room. And yes, that means that Sayaka would have lived another day to attempt to murder somebody else. But that doesn't mean it would have been me. You know. I would have warned everybody though too. I would have warned other people that she had attempted to kill me so that now everybody would be more vigilant of her. I would not have gone into the bathroom after her. After she set herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. And then you came all the way back. Okay, wait a second. And then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong? You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. Okay, yes, no, Celeste is onto something here. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure?
You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame, he is hell-bent on blaming Monokuma, is him.
Huh?
See why? If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind. Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment. I'm begging you, please, don't do this. No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it. Stop, please! Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Leon Kuwata. The ultimate baseball star. Please! I can't tell when they're gonna start talking and when they're not, and when it's gonna be time for me to read. Oh, 3D animation now? All of that. Man, look at this crap, man. Seriously? This is incredibly dramatic. You can just tell Monokuma has the absolute utmost control of this entire school. This entire school is a weapon. What is it, a baseball machine? He's gonna shoot him 100 times with that is just torturous. Look at this crap. And Monokuma's just sitting there loving it. Watch your eyes, guys. He just took on 100 baseballs to the body. This is so dramatic. Look at the blood on the baseball. Just rest in pieces. And what we saw, that was the true face of despair. You got a bunch of people who look unfazed completely, like Kyoko, Sakura, Byakuya look completely unfazed. And Chihiro always looks like that. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it? Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! What's going on? I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you're gonna do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. The way he laughed, seriously. Man, F you! What the F are you doing all this evil crap to us? Or why that? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of crap! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground! You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? Well, what are you trying to say? Meh. I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before. Meh. When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I gotta say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Oh my gosh. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. And even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. So just like that, I'm pretty sure I haven't moved into the second chapter yet. I don't know how many chapters there are in this game, but there are 5. I just know that there's 5 class trials. And I know that, just real quick, that Koga is still playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and I just realized that at first I was gonna say that during that Spooktober that game was gonna be taking a break, but then I remembered, the Nightmare Before Christmas is in that game, so it would be cool to hit that stage during the October months, because that would make perfect sense. But anyway, here we go. This game will be getting played during October as well, obviously. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment. Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Naegi-kun.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Saika, isn't it? Surprised you figured it out.
Ne?
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Saika betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
So ne.
Saika meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
だけど
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What? She spelled out the killer's name for everybody to know.
それは
She wanted everybody else, especially me, to survive. In her dying moments, the fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. Yes, exactly. In the beginning of her plot, she had intended to double-cross us. And me. She had intended to double-cross me. But then, like they just said, as she lay dying, her final thought became to protect me. By ratting out the killer, instead of having me framed. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, hang on. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her. 1 second, guys. Alright.
確かに
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
とにかく
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
そう
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because she's the most helpful person here. Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
そう
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm gonna carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
ね
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? I mean, you were in our room investigating it. We had the whole class trial about it. You all know I was the closest one to her. Oh, well, I'm psychic. And now he's using Sayaka's jokes.
Eh?
Huh? Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. So now he's stealing Sayaka's lines. Alright, that's the end of chapter 1. That's a really nice way to end the chapter. Alright, and then showing the remaining students left. There are 12 remaining students. 3 of them have passed. You received a despair bat present. Okay. There were 15 of us, but 3 of them are gone. You want to save? Yes. Oh, hold on. Alright, chapter 2 now. Just no words. Continuing to have absolutely no words. And I'm sorry guys, I was looking at tweet, first of all, my tweet that I sent out. Like, I tweet whenever I go live, and it is kind of sad that of all the people who view the tweets, unfortunately nobody comes to see the streams, but I'm still gonna keep going. I need to keep streaming more consistently. But one of my friends, Luna, who I always mention, you know, it really is incredible how much her channels, all platforms, are just thriving right now. You know, because again, she started out right before I did, but by the end of 2023, 2024, was in the hundreds for followers, and yet now by the end of 2025, she has more than 2,000 followers on YouTube, more than 1,000 followers on Twitch, more than 3,000 followers on TikTok. Like, she has really been thriving. You know, I really wish that I could do a lot more for this channel, but unfortunately I am in too much of a financial hole to be doing anything other than just trying to make more videos and like that, like edited videos and things like that for you guys. But I have big plans for this channel. Koga and I have huge plans, huge goals that we want to meet, but there are things that are gonna cost money. So I'm waiting to hear back about a job opportunity that I interviewed for. If this job opportunity is offered to me, and I'm allowed to take it, that is, if the job opportunity is offered to me, and after I talk about it some more with family, the content that I stream on this channel is still for the most part going to be the same. It's just that the structure of streams will be different. But that's if I get the job, then the structure of my streams will be different. Like, it won't be like I would have to do something on stream every time I streamed. Like, I wouldn't be able to just stick with one category. Like, I wouldn't be able to play games the entire stream all the time, unless it's for, like, events. Alright, but anyway. This music is incredibly eerie. That roller's still on the floor. Nothing in the notebooks. He's not able to speak on anything happening right now. Yeah, he's just not able to speak on a single thing right now. We ready to go back into this bathroom? If I even can. I can. And it's gone. She really is gone. So now that we had the class trial, they finally decided to clean this bathroom up and remove the body. At this point, I was at the point of accepting that she was just living in that bathroom. Living in a pool of blood in that bathroom. But they actually got rid of everything. And it's almost like there was never anything there in the first place. And every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. And after the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us, since the class trial is over, I'm gonna go ahead and dispose of all the corpses. It's okay, no need to thank me, just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. Yes, that is true. It's just that it's just really hard to accept that she's gone. Like, it is seriously hard to accept that she's gone, but at the same time, it shouldn't be hard. Because we have to keep reminding ourselves, at the end of the day, she really did care for us, but she was willing to betray us. Like, we had to keep on thinking about that. She was willing to have us executed up until her last breath, where she suddenly had a change of heart because her plan failed. So, you know, I'll still forgive her, especially because she was willing to help us out in the end, but that it really is upsetting thinking about that. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke. A sickening dream. But I have to accept the reality of it all. They headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late. Hey, are you okay, Makoto? You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it'd be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. Jesus, what? That's effed up, man. Why'd you say something like that? My room was spotless. Wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened. It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto? Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if. When the next one takes place.
Yeah, because Sai can make the first move.
それは
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that. Keep telling yourself that. It'll be over here in the real world, but I'll be over here in the real world. You're like, I'm sorry, Alwa, you're living in a fantasy land. Everybody is trying to get out of here. Everybody wants to get out of here, and the only way out of here is killing somebody. That's the only way out. And killing somebody not named Monokuma. And we have to get away with murdering somebody else in this room in order to escape. There is no working together to get out of here. No working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, that's not that simple. What do you mean?
よろしいですか
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
まったく
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. To find them may be too great of a risk.
ならば
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
やっと
No.
なんだ
No what? I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else. Anyone else? What do you mean?
だって
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. Unfortunately, because of the regulations, yes.
けどよ
But
あの
if we
さ
hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
そうで
She's
す
right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. He's just trying to twist it in a way that makes it seem like we're responsible for our actions. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. What do you mean you can't imagine? All you gotta do is imagine yourself dead. That's what would have happened. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Alright, well, it sounds like it's nighttime.
校内放送です。午後10時になりました。
Why does it still seem like it's loud? Like, I really hope this is not too loud.
ただいまより夜時間になります。まもなく食堂はドアをロックされますので、立ち入り禁止となります。あとですね、先ほどのお前らの発言には、自分を正当化しようとする浅ましさが見え
I
隠
didn't
れ
realize
して
he
いま
could
した。
say more words in the recorded videos or announcement videos of it being nighttime and morning.
見え見え隠れ見え見えぐらいの割合。つまりほとんど丸見えな見え隠れでした。いいですか？よく覚えておいてくださいね。人が人を裁く責任は重いんだ。ちゃんと自覚しろよな。 序は犠牲と責任の上にのみ成り立つんだよ。
Yeah, these anime villains, man, they have a really twisted way of viewing things.
ではでは、いい夢をおやすみなさい。
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? It's pretty cruel, man. That piece of crap! Who does he think he is? I realize I'm giving Mondo kind of too deep of a voice. And so the day drew to a close. And see, that's what I was saying. He's trying to twist it to make it seem like we're to blame for all the deaths that's happening here. When at the end of the day, none of this even has to happen. We're all being trapped here against our will, forced to live by your twisted rules. The only way out of the school is to commit murder. So it's either commit murder or just live here the rest of your life until you die. That's probably what I would end up doing. Like, I would have to come to accept that this is my new life, as painful as it is, and because I am not taking anybody else's life. This is making me think about how I always thought about if I, God forbid, if I ever ended up in prison. If I for whatever reason ended up in prison, I don't care how long it's for, I really do not see myself surviving in there. I feel like I would be so depressed that I would take my own life. I cannot keep telling myself I need to be on my absolute best behavior because I absolutely refuse to get myself in there. And if I ever end up in prison, like, if it's for a short period of time, like just a number of months, then fine, I would still absolutely hate it, but fine. But if it's talking about years and years, then I would feel like I've completely ruined my life. Alright, anyway, so a tense matinee day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates. That all happened in one day? There's no way that all happened in one day. Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Boy's Life of Despair, Chapter 2. I woke up on the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? The fact that that's what has to wake you up every morning, that alone is gonna give me anxiety. Like, just, waking up to his voice saying, "Good morning, everybody, it's 7 a.m. That means it's morning and nighttime is over." I would feel even just depression immediately upon waking up. We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it. Oh gosh, now we're doing exercises. And Kyo is the only one doing it. I keep forgetting if they call him Kyo or Taka. I think it's Taka. Being a complete teacher's pet right now.
Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy.
And you see, that's what the people with a better mentality that end up in prison you do. You know, they try to make the best out of it. Now, I know someone personally who has spent time in prison, and I am immensely, you know, I am immensely, like, impressed with how well they handled it. You know, they certainly were making the best of their situation. But for me, like, I just feel like I'm in prison. Like, what good is gonna come out of this? But the exercising part, yes, that would be the one thing. Like, I have to exercise. I mean, you're the one keeping us stuck inside.
Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto.
The small stuff. He continues to be completely sarcastic.
Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for?
Again.
Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
You're just taunting us.
So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you'll uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. Sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler will come up with. Doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to... Oh, I'm sorry, that's me reading. Doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise? Of course not. You think I had that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
A whole new world, Aladdin?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
If anybody has ADHD playing this game, I am so sorry.
So, go ahead. Look around. Look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode.
But that Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he had shown up. That's always what happens. A new world?
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I highly doubt that, Aoi. I feel like he's talking about just a new section added to the school that we can explore. That seems unlikely, exactly. Oh, we don't know till we look.
Oi.
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time. Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall, and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that? More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Alright, well, here we go again. We're investigating again. We are gonna check every crucial detail. As you can see, Junko's body has been cleaned up. Alright, nothing to do here. We can leave. Alright, Yasuhiro.
どういうことだべ
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in here. Sure, to the untrained eye, it's nothing. But this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
リアルな話
That stuff you see lined up there? Any guy could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin.
出してくれ
Let me out of here. Just let me out. Have no idea what he's talking about. So maybe I'll just leave him alone. Listen, Yasuda, I actually thought you were onto something here. This guy continues to speak in nonsense. I just went back into the same room. Alright. Oh, the first floor. Okay, so now this cage has been lifted up. Jesus, man, like he scared me. Like I just peeked. I went past the screen and saw a face. I was like, who is that? Okay. Alright, Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem a path to the second floor has opened up. But it's also of utmost importance to double check the areas we already know about, just in case. Thank you for reminding me. Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impressed myself sometimes. Well, I'll leave the school to you. Alright, yes, we should still look around the first floor. Those are bathrooms. You see, I'm waiting for a keep out tape to be taken off of some of these doors. Am I able to buy anything else in here? Let's go around the school first, never mind. Alright. I went and checked the metal hatch in the main hall just to be sure, but... just like I figured, hasn't moved an inch. Crap. Yeah, I'd be surprised if he made things that easy for us. Hey! Don't make that face. You look like a wimp. Want me to put some fighting spirit in you? Well, do you? No thanks. I think I've got enough for you. For now. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go look for another way out then. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was the door that's the door for the first class trial. Alright, we can't go into any rooms right now. Alright, so we can't explore anything else. So let's just go upstairs. Yeah, we can't go into any rooms. Again, I really hope that this music is not way too loud. Alright, let's just go ahead upstairs. Trying to go upstairs. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. It's really blue up here. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Pool? They have a pool up here? Well, where is the pool? This is just a small room. Where is the pool part of this room? Oh, Makoto, hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool. Pool, pool, pool. You don't have to keep repeating it, I got it. And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Yeah, I keep forgetting they call her Hina, not by her first name. But seriously, what part of this room is the pool? Is it seriously separated by gender? I mean, I guess because they're high school kids. Hey Chiedo, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. She just seems like a very insecure person. You do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say, that's kind of unexpected. But I'm not even brave enough to step foot in the locker room. Huh? You don't even want to go in the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... It just starts crying. Like, I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? It's a pretty weird phobia, though. Okay. The second floor has opened up, the living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us. If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. The heck is that supposed to mean? There's a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. Behind this door is the locker room. Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really? It just pops out really. If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the cart reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said okay. But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. At least you understand that this is high school. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? Didn't even realize that was a gun. This is ridiculous. A Gatling gun mounted to the ceiling. And it'll be all do. I feel like I shouldn't have even imitated that. I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook and and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not? What? That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, and how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. I kinda got that idea from what you said the first time. Like trying to sneak in when somebody else uses their handbook. That kinda gave me the idea already that lending someone else your handbook is probably prohibited too. There. So nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain's 100% cotton. I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place. After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook. But you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff. It's cause all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at the age you'd try humping a plastic bottle. A plastic bottle. You know, I mean, yeah, it is kind of true that
the teenage years, or when teenagers are at their, you know, horniest. Not all of them, but that tends to be the age range where it becomes a problem. I know that it was a problem for me, but not humping plastic bottles.
So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. And in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, well, why is she giving him ideas? Why is she giving him ideas? Alright, anyway. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. The holy image? I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want. I hate you so much. Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya. Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up. Celeste, Chihiro, you wanna come with me? Well, you heard Chihiro, she has no intention of going in the pool.
私
There's nothing I hate more than getting water on my face. Sorry, I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. Pretty sure that only applies to you. Alright, we'll exit out of here for now. Alright. Alright, so you got a blue color in here, and then you got a, like a pinkish color going in here. Oh, wait a minute. Another classroom. Okay, what's Sakura doing in here? Does that say the baby is sleeping? Please be quiet, really? Alright, this must be what he meant by a new world. I should probably take a really close look around. Oh, there's not much to do in this room. Alright, nothing else to do in there. Alright, this is a very pink hallway. What's with the chairs? Alright, then we're back to some green. Nobody else is here. Dang, 2B is all the way down the hall? This is definitely a much smaller, less eventful floor. Reality isn't everything, really? Doesn't seem like there's anything in here. Oh wait, library. And I haven't even found any, like, gates that lead to another staircase. This can't be all there is to this floor. Now let's see what's in the library. A bunch of people up here.
But still, this library is most interesting. Huh? What's interesting about it? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toka? Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far.
Indeed, there's a plethora of books and it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section?
This boy.
Huh?
Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time. I've seen what you're right, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything, it's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all. Ooh, the Lady Dothbrooks has too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action.
You guys need to just stop the conversation. Boy on boy? I don't care if it's an anime or comic or a fanfic, whatever. It's all filth.
Throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade.
Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. It's like I'm gonna throw up.
You've insulted me, and you've insulted my honor.
I just gotta talk to this guy like he's just some idiot. When I speak to Hifumi, I literally need to sound like some kind of nerdy idiot. These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. Let's talk to somebody who's a little more civil. Well, I think out of all the girls that were here, again, I understand they're teenagers, but Sayaka was obviously the prettiest, but Kyoko might be in second place between her and Junko. It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting's less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I want to do much reading in. Oh, that's... Well, what's back here? Nope, still not. What's behind this door? It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there. It's true. I don't really have any reason to check that out. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing's incredibly dusty. It looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. Even though it's a prestigious high school, it has been pretty careless about keeping it nice. Okay, same thing. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Looks like this library has been neglected for a pretty long time. Okay. Is there anything else to this room? Oh my gosh, okay, I guess there's nothing. Just trying to find something I can click on. Alright, oh well. I think there might still be more to look at in here. I'm trying to see other stuff. The shelf's covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Host Peak Academy. It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission. What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Host Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. Not from what we're looking at. This is absolutely the opposite of that. Hang on. Okay. We have a long period history as an institution of higher learning with full government support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. Wait, what? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. Okay, well, what serious issues? That is highly suspicious, but make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
どうやら
It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped in functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. Okay, I was thinking you were gonna say even longer than that. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely the mastermind took out the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school, and never saw anything about this.
つまり
That must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that these letters are real.
だけど
If it is real, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution, it's true. But then what about this other part? The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. Need to reopen the doors and everything. What do they mean by serious issues? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, did somebody... Like, did Monokuma just forcefully take over the school? Well, he probably wouldn't have given them time to shut down, formally. That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
もし
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. Trying to think about what the students for the next couple of days will be. I think on Sunday, Koga is definitely coming back with Kingdom Hearts 2. Because now, he's really trying to get to, I have no idea how far out the, Halloween Town stage is, but he wants to get to that before the Halloween season's over. But tomorrow I'll be streaming something else, since it's been gaming streams all week. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. if we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here. Will that be enough to get us out of here? If we can figure out why he wants us all imprisoned here. Because I'm sure we asked him, and I'm sure he said something simple like he enjoys our suffering or something. Or nothing, that's it. Wait. It looks like a laptop. And there's a name tag on the desk that says loan. But yes, it looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old, and it's all covered in dust.
それは
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. If it's been sitting here for a year untouched, I'm sure it's not gonna turn on. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea of what's on the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything exactly. Hang on. Alright. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Anyone discover any interesting new anything? There's hardly a sentence. There's a library! And a pool! A freaking pool! And locker rooms filled with exercise equipment! There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Exactly. Yeah, she's right. Well, hey, no reason to go all sulky. Wait a minute, no. Aren't there's multiple staircases on this floor, aren't there? Maybe all the staircases that lead to other floors are on the first floor. Well, that would be insane, but I'm not putting it past the way this school was set up. Like, this school is not... This school does not function in reality at this point. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open. Oh, aha. And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much inside, it's insane. So go ahead, stuff yourselves to the gills whenever you feel like it.
よろしいですか?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget. Yes, thank you, Celeste, for reminding us of the rules. Okay? And what about an effing way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well, there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no, not that I saw. You effing people. Who gives a crap if we had a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse or whatever the heck? We're still trapped in this piece of crap school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation. Whatever you say, effing loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you discover anything.
じゃあ
So, are we done for today? Well, are you not gonna say what you found? Well, yes, I guess so. The air seems to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope? Just to turn around and betray that hope? Alright, we're at nighttime again.
校内放送です。午後10時になりました。ただいまより夜時間になります。まもなく食堂はドアをロックされますので、立ち入り禁止となります。ではでは、いい夢を。おやすみなさい。
We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed. Alright.
Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay. Not great. Not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends. Maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout. See what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
The heck was that about?
お前ら、おはようございます。朝です。7時になりました。起床時間ですよ。さて、今日も張り切っていきましょう。
You see, if I lived in this school, like, I would be so anxious and paranoid. Like, I can just wake up to his voice, but open my eyes and see somebody standing over me with a knife. Watch, I'm gonna have a nightmare about that now.
あ、そうそう。ちなみに、電子生徒手帳をアップデートしてあるので、お伝えしておきます。
Okay.
校則が追加されましたので、確認しておいてね。より充実した学園生活を今まで以上に楽しんでね。
New regulations have been added. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. The new rule about handing your ebook to anybody must be referring to yesterday loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Yep. But right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream here. Again, I'm sorry that the streams are really short. Yesterday I thought the stream was gonna be longer than it was. I did not think that it was gonna take me such a short time to get through. I mean, it wasn't that short, but it was like an hour and a half to beat that stage. And then the rest of the time was just me talking. But yeah, I did not think it was going to take that short of a time to get through that stage. With this game, when we get towards the class trials, those are going to be the long streams. And I guess also whenever something else pops off, you know, it might be a bit longer. But yeah, especially the class trials, because I want to finish the class trial on that one stream. I don't want to separate class trials out into multiple parts. You know, that wouldn't make any sense. So, however long the class trial is, that's how long the stream's gonna be. But then, I need to make sure that I start the stream at around 6:30, no longer than 6:45, because if the stream goes past 3 hours, that's almost 10 p.m. So, I'll try to be a little bit faster with these next class trials though, because seriously, I was struggling on that first class trial. But yes, once again, I will reiterate, all of Danganronpa and Kingdom Hearts streams will be uploaded as VODs onto my VOD YouTube channel. The link to that channel is in my About section. I am trying to reach 25 followers. That's the first goal, but towards being able to be monetized as a Twitch affiliate. But I also need at least 3 people watching my streams each time. So, if you're interested in this kind of content, then please, you can follow, and just stay tuned for any streams that are happening or any videos that get uploaded to the main YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night, everybody.